Right, here we go. Let's get into it. This is just talking you through our guide to the CrossFit Open 2026. Contents, obviously there, you can see at a glance, it's full of lots of handy information. Pause it if you need to have a read. And this is it, a quick overview. So we're basically going to be going for 3 weeks, and it's 3 workouts. Over those 3 weeks, one every week is released, and it's just basically a huge global test of fitness. It's a way of benchmarking, collecting some data, but also coming together as a community, right? Those are all kind of standard things, like stock kind of answers, if you will, that you'll kind of hear about the CrossFit Open, but hopefully kind of going through this guide will give you guys a bit more purpose. Who's it for? You can see that it's for you, and there's lots of different ways that you can get involved, not only take part, but also compete, challenge yourself. And that's really cool. It's going to be happening at Shapesmiths at least on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. That's really important to understand. We've got a lot of opportunities for you guys to tackle the CrossFit Open workout once it's released. So if you sign up, we're going to support you. Make sure you have an opportunity to complete the workout. There's 3 workouts, as I said, and they usually have a little moniker. So 26 is the year, point 1, that's the first workout, and so on and so forth. And you can see the dates there. For ourselves at Shapesmiths, we tend to focus on what we call Super Saturdays. We did steal it from Sky Sports, but don't tell them. We typically will operate a 75-minute class because every so often we get let's call it a logistically challenging workout. So we need a bit more time to make sure that we can get through all of the workout and you guys don't feel rushed. So we build in that kind of, for want of a better expression, clusterfuck time. It happens. Then, like I said, we're operating on Friday AM, usually afternoon, and then a workout in the PM. So that's really your traditional Friday night lights for people that kind of need to get it done. Then you've got your Monday AM and PM as well, right? So lots of chance to tackle the workout. We've also got Open Gym. You can do it in Open Gym if you'd like to. So guys, feel free. But this is the caveat. Standards, that we need to make sure that you are adhering to them, that the reps are being counted correctly. So you're going to need, without exception, a CrossFit Level 1 coach or a holder of a CFL1 to be able to judge you. Okay, that's going to be really important. And you'll pop the judge's name on your score sheet, and I'll obviously be checking to see if they are a CFL1. The target, okay, so basically, we're at 16 signups right now, Monday the 19th of January. And we want to go big. We want to try and beat our record. Okay, so I think it's 307 is our record. We'd like to get higher than that. We really want to kind of make sure that participation element is there. And the reason is not only, like I said, that kind of community stuff, which is probably the most important thing, but it's the data points. These workouts are very akin to what you're used to at CrossFit Shapesmiths. We have our resilience days, our practice days, but the CrossFit Open workouts are very similar to our benchmark days, where we're testing what we've been practicing. And guess what? All year, we've been practicing the elements that are going to be in the CrossFit Open. You've got a sign up logo there. So if you clicked on that in the PDF, you'll be able to sign up. And then also, in terms of, let's say you're away for the last week, where are you going to do the open workout? Well, there's no excuse. There's circa 10,000 affiliates. So if you quickly check the affiliate map, then you'll be able to find the nearest CrossFit gym to wherever you're staying, message the affiliate owner or whoever's doing admin in their gym, and you can book a drop in. So pretty much sorted for you. Scoring, real simple. You will do the workout and you'll get a score. And it could be that it's a timing score, a rep count score, a kilogram score. It could be that there's tiebreakers. You're going to use the CrossFit app for that. So I'd say, look, I know we're a bit early, but get ahead, download the app. It's a cool app anyway. You can start to think about, investigating who the athletes are, the top end athletes that are going to be participating. You can check in on the affiliate leaderboard as well and see how many signups each gym actually has. And yeah, that's scoring. I guess part 2 to that is the app is found here within the PDF. You can click for the Android Play Store or the Apple App Store, then that's totally fine to do as well. And then what I would say as well, there's a neat judging video in here. Now, this is relevant because during Super Saturdays, especially, and all kind of classes that we operate, we'll be using a heat system. So let's say 8 people will go first. The other 8 people will be judging. That means that you're essentially making sure that the movement standards are adhered to, that the reps are performed, and they're also performed in the right order, in the right sequence, however the workout is written. Obviously, there's a coach overseeing, but essentially it's quite nice to be able to understand what a judge does. This is an old school video, and it will give you a nice bit of insight. If you want to, for $10, so you're talking about what, 7 or 8 quid, you could do the official judges course. Now, if you're looking to get a bit more of a deeper understanding about movement standards, then I'd say jump on this. If you're new to CrossFit, jump on this. If you've been doing it for a while, this will shore up your knowledge, that's for sure. So definitely think about those 4 links there and which one you're going to use. So on a Tuesday, I have the task of validating all the scores. Well, they actually self-validate at the moment, but I will be checking to make sure that they match the score sheets. I'm going to be really looking to see, okay, if you can see here, see my cursor, but basically on the right-hand side of that photo, there's a few lines, and that's a tie break time. So I'm going to be looking to make sure all of that adds up so that the leaderboard is as accurate as possible from our side. Okay, so I take that quite seriously. Also, just a note, the doctors that are in CrossFit Shapesmiths, your handwriting sometimes is quite squiggly, so please capital letters. And then also sometimes everyone's handwriting can get squiggly when you are knee-deep in a painful workout. So please, capital letters, and then also full names as well, because you've got no idea how many Chris's and Steve's and Dave's and Jess's and Laura's there are at the gym. So please just do that for me. That would be nice. FAQs. I mean, look, I'm not going to go through every single one that's listed there, but hey, accountability is a great reason to get involved with the CrossFit Open. It's going to give you that little bit of impetus to go, hey, I've signed up to this thing. I'm going to make sure my training is on point, make sure my nutrition is on point for the next 4 to 6 weeks, which will hopefully keep you kind of rolling past that as well. It'll give you some momentum. You are going to be taking part in a competition that the best of the best of the best, the professional athletes are taking part in, and it's not very often you get to do that. But essentially, community, everyone together, training alongside your peers, doing hard things is something that is really, not to be sniffed at all. I guess the other thing to think about as well is when you're obviously spending your £16, what else do you get for that money? You get access to the leaderboard. That's fantastic. You get the data that's there, and it's there forever. Okay, it's on that website. But also what we're going to do is go a step further. So if you sign up to the CrossFit Open between, let's say, when the window opened up until the first week of the CrossFit Open, you're going to be entered into a prize draw. And if I have my way, I'll probably be doing multiple prize draws. So think of this as like a low-level Omaze prize draw, okay? You are not only getting all that cool stuff I've just spoken about, but also you could be in it and winning prizes. So let's say, cool CrossFit shoes, Shapesmiths stash, etc., etc. You get the idea, right? If you click there, it says click here. So if you click there, you'll get a little bit more information, kind of frequently asked questions. Should you do the RX version? Should you do scaled? Should you do foundations? Basically, this next section within the PDF just simplifies it a little bit. This document in here will just kind of help as well. Yeah, but basically, rule of thumb, if you've been doing RX workouts for around 1 or 2 months, in the benchmark programming, you're pretty much good to go. Remember, all of our programming is directed towards the CrossFit Open, preparing you for it, okay? Same for the scaled version as well. This is a nice little guide where you can see the types of things that will come up, and also the types of loads that you need to be comfortable with, okay? So that's something to read through. This is a new addition to the guide, but there is also, and this is really great to raise awareness of it, there's also an adaptive athlete division. Okay, there's multiple divisions within the adaptive athlete kind of umbrella. And WheelWOD, they look after and oversee the kind of classifications, the movement adaptations. It runs alongside the CrossFit Open, but that's fantastic. We've got obviously adaptive athletes within Shapesmiths, so it's just important that there's a bit of recognition there as well. You got Lara there, just smiling away, representing the spirit of the Open. And every year we want to recognize those people that are basically just putting in a bit of a shift from a community perspective. And that's what we'll do this year, probably in a couple of ways, and more to come on that. After the Open, what comes next? Well, essentially, it's just important to understand that the CrossFit Open is the first phase, the first stage, if you will, in trying to find the fittest man and woman on earth. Some of you guys at Shapesmiths will be really bloody fit. You'll be in the top 25% of your individual and age group, and you'll get access to take part in the quarterfinals, which run in March, end of March. I guess the thing to know on that is obviously there's a lot of unknown there in terms of what the workouts actually will be. We'll obviously be putting some provision from a schedule perspective aside so that those workouts can be completed. But understand that if it's just it's a GHD workout and there's GHD sit-ups in there, we only have one GHD machine in the gym. We're going to have to do time slots. It might take a bit longer. Whereas if it's a very simple workout, we can, of course, accommodate a class that's supervised, okay? So that's quarterfinals, which then goes into semi-finals, which is really kind of fit, super fit people. And then the creme de la creme from semi-finals will qualify for the CrossFit Games, and that's top 30 men and women that are all vying for the title of the fittest person alive. Let's say that's not for you. You didn't qualify for quarterfinals. That's cool. Maybe you did qualify for quarterfinals. This is still relevant. But you might want to use your Open results and figure out the areas that you thought you were particularly, weaker at compared to other things, and then grab a coach and try and plug those gaps. So that's something that you can do. Just drop us a message on our WhatsApp and we'll get back to you. We'll link you with a coach. There's also over the next 12 months some amazing skills workshops, the higher end of gymnastics, weightlifting, that type of stuff as well, that you can attend and you can really just nail any of those trickier movements. Okay, last little bit here. I'm in the Live Well Clinic, as you can see currently, and you can see Danny there who's working with Justine, but they've got some interesting kind of offers for you guys over the course of the Open. If you're an existing client, you can get a really great value 45-minute sports massage. If you've never been to the clinic, then there's the chance to get an open assessment. So you can come with any niggles, any concerns, that kind of stuff, get a full assessment, treatment plan, any rehab stuff you need to do will get prescribed. And then that unlocks the £50 offer. Okay, again, lots of clickable things in here as well. Nutrition is kind of the last thing on the agenda really, but it's the base of the pyramid other than the contextual element, the psychological element. So if you know that this is something that you struggle with, get in touch with CJT Nutrition, that's Case, and he will look after you. He has a number of different things, different offerings to kind of make sure you've got your nutrition under control. And then finally, you've got Case, he's got a nutrition code here. If you just want to have zero decision stress, why not just jump on the Callow bandwagon, 25% off your first month. Just time it for February, or end of February into March. And then potentially you're going to have at least one meal, one snack where you're covered. You'd have to think. So maybe it's that one that you do after the gym. Like, what are you going to eat straight away? That kind of stuff. So have a little think. That could be a thing for you. There you go. You got a topless Mark saying thanks for reading, and I'd say thanks for listening. Hopefully you found myself chatting through the guide useful. Please go access the guide, click on the links, interact with it. And if you've got any questions, please message the WhatsApp. Go sign up to the Open. It's bloody good. You'll love it. What a time. We're going to have an amazing kind of experiential CrossFit Open at Shapesmiths. Hopefully lots of cool things for you to interact with. All right, there we go.